Nick, to start with, being at camp, you start sort of thinking about these lines. Perhaps does it all start feeling a bit real, especially for yourself, having gone through the last one and going through a similar journey now?
Yeah, it certainly feels real after today. Breaks are great, but they seem to disappear pretty quickly, and it honestly feels like a blink since we're in Ireland, and it's awesome to get back with all the boys. And yeah, this is a huge year, and it's certainly Joe and the coaches have really set the platform for what we want to do this year, and it feels really real, especially after do a fitness test like that and get straight back into it after a good Chrissy and New Year. And but it's exciting. Like there's a real buzz about.
It's a bit of an obvious question, but how much is as motivated as the Lions through, particularly someone like yourself? Like 2013, you were, I think, in that preliminary squad before picking up an injury. Like, how much motivation do you have to really see this out this year?
Yeah, it's huge for any rugby player in Australia. It's once in a 12 year. There's plenty of guys that will have a great career, but kind of bookend just missing it. I think of a guy like Nathan Sharp that went, debuted just after the Lions and retired just before the Lions, and it's special, like really, really special, once in a 12 year. And missed out on the last one, and it's been a fire in the belly to be around. So look, there's an opportunity there, and it's just it's a massive event. And like I said, it's words don't really do it justice for us, I guess, but it's there's a real buzz around what we're doing. But I guess what we've spoken about now is where we've been, where we're going, and where we want to get to before that Lions. There's a lot of hard work.
How do you reflect on the spring tour that's been? I mean, personally, and as a squad, what have been some of the reflections on that tour?
Yeah, as a group, we're building. Like I said, we're from where we started, before the TRC to where we kind of finished. We've come leaps and bounds, but where we want to get to, there's still quite a gap we need to bridge, and the hard work that we need to get there. We bumped up on where we've kind of progressed to, but also hit with the reality stick of that's certainly not good enough. That's good enough to get to there, but there's a big jump to get to where we want to go to. So the habits and the consistency of what we've been doing needs to continue, and a lot of hard work. And I've done a bit of that today, and boys have come back in great shape after a break, and can continue to build from there. Where we want to get to before that Lions. Like the Lions don't have to talk about the Lions, like how good they are and what that's going to be. So spring tour was another stepping stone to where we want to get to. But Joe's very good at hitting you with the reality stick of where you want to get to, but he was also really good around showing us where we were and where we've gotten to, and where we want to get to as a group is a way to go. And we'll keep working hard, just with day by day with short-term focus, like that Lions and how big it is, that series. It's in 5 or 6 months. What's going to get us there is the day-to-day work, and boys have clearly been doing a fair bit of work because they've come back in great shape.
You obviously mentioned Joe. What is it, you've been through a number of coaches at club, international level, what is it for you that makes him such a special coach for this group of boys?
Yeah, I think exactly that. He's been around a while. He's experienced, his expertise. He's detailed. He's just across everything. Honestly, I'll sit here and mention all the good things. There's no negatives to what he's done. Him, Laurie, Mike Ryan, they've all come in, and guys of that expertise have come in and brought a wealth of knowledge with them. Very kind of a simple game plan that we're doing, well and getting better at. Again, we've got to get better again. But he's just simplified the game for us, and he's also got an energy about him. Very disciplined around the way he is and the way we're doing things, and it's been good, but we've still got a way to go to get to where we want to go.
Has he given you any hints about whether he might go to the World Cup, or is he just kept stum at the moment?
Oh mate, to be honest, and this is not a cliche, we're just taking it day by day at the moment, and what he's done is a phenomenal job, and really appreciate him and the other coaches and what they've done over a short period of time. But everything's about the Lions from here on, and we haven't spoken about anything but that, and what we need to do to get that right, and just very appreciative of him coming in and helping us out. If it works out that we get him a little bit longer, mate, unreal, but if not, how good has it been? So that's something we don't talk about, no. yeah, from here on out, I'd imagine the focus is on the day-to-day. It's a lot about the habits in which he wants to see and what we've been doing, taking that to Super Rugby, and then pick up from where we left off. The guys that are lucky enough to come back in.
How important would it be though for him to stick around beyond Lions for stability? Like, there's been a real roller coaster. Like, it would be a major shot in the arm, I imagine, if he did extend his stay.
Yeah, mate. Again, that's crystal balling there. That's for the heads that be. But to be honest, it's just been really good having him for the last 6 months, and having him for the next 6. And mate, it's like last year was a really good year, and what we're doing is changing some habits. And like I said, our focus is just on the Lions, and then from where we go after that, straight to Africa and into the TRC. And looking too far past that would just be that's not for us as players. To be honest, we're worried about tomorrow after fitness and a session we had today. So look, we're very lucky with the coaches we've got at the moment. Yeah, if they stick around, but we also understand that Joe's given a lot to the game of rugby. He's got a family as well. So does Laurie and Mike Cron, and if they decide to, that's time. We're really appreciative of what they've done. If they stick around, how good. But mate, it wouldn't be rude of us to put that sort of pressure on him. And mate, like I said, just I can speak for the group, just so appreciative of what him and the coaches are doing for us at the moment and helping us get to where we want to go. And there's still some hard work to do that.
And are you feeling like you've won back some respect from the Northern Hemisphere, with the rugby world in general, after the spring tour? Like, there'd been a lot of chat that the Lions tour might be an easy one for them. Do you feel that's all been put to bed now and you've got the respect back?
I don't know if we've gotten it all back, but we're heading in the right direction. And that's what we're working towards to getting that back. Yeah, we've come away. We still had some results we're not stoked with, but yeah, certainly in that spring tour we're working towards the team we want to be, but we're not there yet. Like I said, there's a bit of a bum tap of where we were in 23 to where we were in 24, but there's still a way to go, and we're the team we want to be in 25. So may have won a little bit back, but to the team we want to be, and know we can be, still a way to go. So yeah.
We're speaking to Noah next. He obviously had a nice sustained run in that 10 jersey last year. How much growth have you seen from him? Yeah,
and he's not the only one. There's a number of guys that have hitting their mid-20s and got some good experience behind them now. We're starting to play some really good footy, and that's exciting. It's exciting what we can do. He had a great year last year, but that's rugby world. 7 days, things can change, and he knows that. He's come back in really good shape, as of a number of guys, and we get a job interview every week. You have one bad game and you're one game away from not being there. And he had a great year where he played consistent, really good footy, and a number of guys did. So it's awesome to see a number of guys coming into, I think, some really good years of their career. That kind of mid-20s, kind of 20, 30, 40 tests behind their belt, and they've been really patient. And, it's an exciting time for them and the team going forward.
Yeah, who do you expect to see at 9 and 10 for the Lions for come first test?
For the Lions?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. I could.
Gibson Park. Probably.
Yeah, you'd imagine so. I don't know, maybe at Gibson Park, Finn Russell. But mate, there's a number of good 9s and 10s over there that could fill that jersey. And what we do know is whatever team they pick, they're going to be a bloody good side. So yeah.
Is there a bit of confidence though here today when you talk about this is where we've got to get to, but the yardage you made, particularly in the first couple of games of the spring tour, that you'll get there?
Yeah, I think, and one thing Joe's really good at is creating a path of how to get there. It's not like we want to get there and how to. It's mapped out. We've been mapping out since when he started to, and simplifying it, and being able to see that progress in how we're playing, and then where we want to get to is just consistent habits. And when we do it really well, we can see it, and when we have bad days, it's very obvious that we just fall off those things, and continue to get small wins within training sessions and games and days, and build those habits. So when the pressure comes on, we're able to play the game we want to play. And like I said, we've come a long way in that space. And then then the reality stick comes of that's great, but it's still not good enough. So we've got to go to another level. And there's just the shape guys have come back in after 5 weeks off. You can see guys are hungry to want to go to that next step, and it's something where it's easy to say, it's harder to do, and we've just got to continue to do it. And this camp's about knowing that path, and then over Super Rugby we've got to live it. And hopefully we've done that, and the guys that are lucky enough to come back in in a position to go to that next level.
Does that maybe different to years past where guys have had a little bit of extra Christmas put and come back overweight? Is that where you're getting at? Like guys have been training over summer?
No, 100%. Guys have definitely been training over summer, like the closet trainers. But this time around, like, it's a huge year. You know what I mean? Like, it's you see guys come back in and sometimes not in great shape, mate. There was none of that. Like, everyone's come back in really good shape. We all had targets. Everyone was there or thereabouts, and that's awesome to see. That means we spend less time catching guys up and more time getting straight into the footy content and where we want to get to. So, mate, it's a bit of that, like, guys coming into that the prime age and understanding that, but also like guys showing their hunger and to want to get better and go to a better place, and a lot of that's driven by this really disciplined head coach we've got that's created this energy and environment where guys just want to get better and want to go to another level, and again, we're really appreciative of that.
Nick, you spoke about the development of Noah and some other players, like the way Joseph just went from league to union. How impressed were you by that transition and his development through that tour? And I guess moving forward, like, where can he get to?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. His ceiling is the sky. Like, I think everyone was mega impressed with his ability to go from rugby league to rugby and pick it up that quickly. He's very, very impressive. I think as a group we weren't surprised to see him jump straight in there in that England game, just because off the back of training camp and then getting over in that first week. Like, he's another guy that's just had like that impact on the group. He's got a great energy about him, and very professional. So it's exciting to see where not only he can go, but he can take the group with him. Like, he's just one of those guys that's infectious, right? Like, he, one of the most mature 21-year-olds I've come across. Real mature head on his shoulders. Like, he leaves no stone unturned in his prep, that's infectious. Guys follow him, into the gym early to do all the little things. He's on computers with guys, studying the game, studying opposition, knows his role inside out, eats well. Like, he even puts his phone down 24 hours before a game. Like, this guy's dead set. So that's good for him, and his ceiling's great, but he's going to drag guys with him, and that's exciting. So where his ceiling is, I don't know. It's exciting though.
The boys got around his rap single, or is that?
Mate, that got played on repeat on spring tour. I can tell you, every gym session, he was sick of it. It's actually not a bad song.